Welcome to today's Miracle Moment. I'm Marcy Shimoff.
And I'm Dr. Sue Morter, and together we are the co-leaders of Your Year in Miracles, where we teach thousands of people around the world how to live in the miracle zone, the place of synchronicities and flow, where you're creating the conditions in your life for the miraculous to occur. And today's miracle moment is about being willing to fail, and about how being willing to fail can get you the miracle that you're looking for and get you into the miracle zone. Often we think of failure as the last thing that we want to experience. The word failure itself can bring up feelings of shame and missed opportunities or loss. And like, who wants to experience any of that? Isn't failure the exact thing we shouldn't want to happen? You know, that's how the mind starts working. Well, we're here to tell you some amazing information about embracing failure and how it is exactly what can get you in the miracle zone.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that some of the most successful people have in common is that they've been willing to fail along the way. And I'll give you a couple of examples. You know, we're all familiar with the Harry Potter series. The best-selling series of Harry Potter has sold 500 million copies. They've been, of course, made into Hollywood blockbusters. And the author of the books, J.K. Rowling, had to go through a lot of failure without knowing that any of this success would ever happen. Maybe you're a little familiar with this story. Back in, I think it was 1994, J.K. Rowling was a single, struggling mom. She'd just gotten a divorce. She was on government aid in order to make ends meet and to feed her baby. And when she was trying to get a publisher for Harry Potter and the Philosopher Stone, she had to manually type out each version on an old school typewriter. Remember those? In order to publishers, because she couldn't afford the cost of a computer or of photocopying it. So once she started putting her book out to the publishers, it was rejected dozens of times. And finally, a small publishing company gave it a chance after the young daughter of the CEO read it and loved it. And of course, today, J.K. Rowling's characters and stories are totally embedded in our pop culture, and they're beloved around the world. I think she has a net worth of $1 billion, $1 billion. And we honor her and thank her for having made so many charitable donations and made great use of her success. And there's also an example of my own co-authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul books, Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. They were turned down by 143 publishers, and the 144th publisher took a chance. And of course, the rest is history with that as well.
Amazing, isn't it? You think about that, all the ways that we've stopped ourselves. And when we look at these examples, we can see that both of them were, they experienced a lot of what we would call failure. Lots of no's, lots of no thank yous, closed doors along the way without even knowing what could possibly ever happen. In both cases, they viewed failure not as an endpoint, but just as one of the stops along the path toward their success. So it was just something that was happening along the way to something else that they knew was their destiny because they felt something, right? So I'm going to invite you in this moment to just pay attention to how it feels inside of your body when you're inspired, when you are inspired, when you have the yes and you know that this is right for you or that's right for you, or you just feel like, oh my gosh, I would love it if this thing could happen. Even if it's not a decision point in your life that even exists right now or a possibility, just when you were inspired, like, wouldn't it be amazing if we could this or if I could that? Just grab one of those for just a moment and pay attention to how you feel in your body when you feel that. Now, it usually feels uplifting, maybe a little jittery, maybe an effervescent feeling to it, but expansion, there's some kind of excitation that occurs in the body, usually when we're thinking about an inspired moment. Now, just memorize that feeling. Just memorize that feeling. Now, think of a moment where you were feeling like shut down, like you really were hoping for something and it so didn't happen. Or you were going along minding your own business and all of a sudden, boom, somebody gives you feedback that you're doing something wrong, or you get a no thank you to an invitation that you finally got the courage to offer up. You know, one of those, the shutdown moments, that thing that we would call a failure, disappointment. Notice how that feels in your body. Notice how it feels. Okay. So, kind of a pit in your stomach, kind of a heaviness and a grounded, like kind of knot in your stomach, a lump in your throat, turmoil, tumultuous feeling. All right. So just pay attention to how it feels. Now, let yourself feel this feeling, knowing that if you allow yourself to feel this feeling, because you know about this other feeling, and that nothing is going to keep you from that one, but the only way to get to that effervescent feeling is to embrace this one, like as if it has a hold of you. And if you will allow yourself to just feel it, it will disperse it and open it up and allow you to then go forward into that effervescent one that you're looking for. So let's just try that for a moment. So find the heavy feeling that you don't like feeling for just a moment. We're going to take you in all together. All right. Just go in. We're all coming out. Nobody's getting hurt. Okay. So feel the feeling, breathe with it. Take a deep breath while you're feeling it. Just take a deep breath in and exhale, and a deep breath in and exhale, and keep in your mind's eye the memory of that effervescent feeling, but be fully present here as well, right here. Bring it in, one more breath, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. The more you sit and breathe with the feeling you don't want to feel, the more it's going to dissipate, because you are made of the miraculous. You literally are effervescence itself. You start to unpack it and open it up and create spaciousness inside of it. You watch, you keep breathing with that, and pretty soon it's going to start to feel just like that other feeling that you know you love. When we are inspired and we follow that kind of inspiration, nothing shows up as a failure. It's just a checkpoint along the way to check in. How committed am I to this effervescent feeling? How committed am I to this vision? That's what I choose. So nothing's going to get in my way.
What a fabulous practice, Sue. Thank you. That was great. So try this out in your own life. As we say, use your own life as an experiment and see how it works for you. And let us know, leave us a comment below and let us know what happens as you embrace failure on your road to success. And we're going to leave you with a quote from J.K. Rowling, who said, "Never wait in expectation of perfection, or you'll wait forever. Do the best with what you've got and be one of those who dared rather than those who merely dream." So allow yourself to dare and embrace the failure or anything that's less than what you thought you wanted, because it can actually be the road to the miracle zone for you. We send you our love.
Always love. Bye for now.